Hi and welcome once more again to my garden. As you can see, I have small plants that I need to add manure, but at the moment I don't have enough chicken manure, as I showed you in the earlier video where I would add chicken manure to my vegetables so that they can be boosted. So what I did last Friday, I prepared the little that I had. Okay, here I just harvested now. I just harvested my my celery because I need to add also the manure, and then they can start grow again, the new shoots and all that. So now what I did last Friday, because I didn't have enough manure per se is to give all my plants, so I made a compost tea. Okay, the compost tea was made of just a little chicken manure, and then I also added molasses, blackstrap molasses. So this is what you are seeing here. So I used, it was just not so much, it was just a little bit. Let me just quickly show you now. Okay, so I think it was only filling this size of a container, the manure that I had. So since I didn't have enough, so I decided to make it into a tea so that at least many plants can benefit instead of just few plants. Okay, so I added it, I put it in this bin, which is my bin, which I normally use for composting and other things of the like. So this is where I put it, and then I added one bucket of water, and then I added 3 tablespoons of blackstrap molasses. Okay, so this is the bucket of water that I used, this normal one, the one from Pep. Yeah, I'm not sure what liter this one, but yeah, I think it can be 10 liter or so. Yeah, so this is what I used. So yeah, and then I made a compost here. So this compost tea is what I'm going to give to my plants now, to make sure that at least it will be enough. Now actually, although I used 1 bucket to dissolve the chicken manure that I put in here, and also the molasses, I've also added another full bucket of water again, so that you know, in case it's very strong, I can actually, you know, it can counteract, because this way it's very difficult to test to see how strong it is for the plants or not. It's not like when I'm doing the pesticide with my herbs, it's very easy to test. So this one is very difficult to test, so that's why I added another extra 1 bucket full of water. So what you see, what is floating there, is also there's a cassava, you know, peels and all that. I have also added it in my compost tea. Okay, so now, so this one more thing that I forgot is that when you are doing, let's say for a big garden, yeah, at least for the bigger garden, I can tell the measurements. You need, let's say you have a compost of, let's say 25 kg or, you know, 60 kg of compost. Then you pour it, or not compost per se, but manure. Yeah, because compost you just pour it directly to your plants. Add it to your big drum. You know those oil drums that you can put it in there, and then you add your water, you fill it up. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to be pouring. Okay, so now I'm going to be pouring. I've already you know, softened the soil. As you can see, I've already softened the soil. Some of these, they're already softened, although it may not be enough for the rest of my plants, but at least the other one can be covered, the smaller one especially. So you need to soften the soil first before I can add my water. Okay, so that way it can go straight to the plants, because if the soil is a little bit hard, then it means that as soon as you pour the tea, it will run throughout. Okay, so this is how the tea looks like. Okay, so it's, wow, it's dark. Okay, so we're going to be pouring on each plant, not on the plant itself, but just around the plant. We are pouring it carefully because it could be that it's still strong, although I diluted it, but it's important that you pour on the roots. Okay, so yeah, we'll continue to pour the remaining of the plants, the remaining of the tea. Okay, so you can see there are debris in there of the cassava and all that, but it's fine. The plants, they love that. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'll do now with the rest. I hope you got a clue. You can also do your composted tea with your animal manure like cow dung and maybe goat and many other animal manure that you can use, and then you can make your own tea. You can leave it for some time. I didn't have time to leave it for long because they need to be added, so you can leave it even for a week or so, then you can add. But you can already see the vegetable, they're looking nice and they just need some booster. And then yeah, so I hope you also try it and you'll benefit from this. And yeah, for now, see you next time.